Welcome back, Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. Today we got something what I'm super excited about. This is a video sponsored by Mickey D. Thank you so much for making this happen. Yeah, we're gonna do some Dire Straits today. We haven't done any Dire Straits. Right there on the tape, it says "Water of Love" because that's one of our like key songs of Alexia and me. And we just know the first album like in and out. We've heard it hundreds of times. That was like our go-to in the car, you know. Water of Love, Sultans of Swing, and The Gallery, Lions, all that good stuff from the first album. But we never really ventured into anything else by Dire Straits. We tried the second album, but it didn't have the charm of the first one. So and then there's, you know, the usual hits from Dire Straits, like I think it's called I don't know, the one with the intro by Sting, and you know, about the refrigerators and you know, the, I don't know, it's a huge success video, like I don't remember the name, but I just remember hearing it a lot. But so today we're going to do something completely different. This is called Love Over Gold, Dire Straits, and this is 1982. Let me just see where this belongs, because the album that we listen to always is from 1978. And then yeah, we did some Communique, the second one, and this is from 82, so I guess it's the fourth one. Let me just check before I say anything else. Dire Straits. Yeah, it's the fourth album. Okay, cool. So I've never heard anything of this. I don't know. I've never, we never got into any other Dire Straits because this is the one that we had, and you know, so you know how it is. Okay, so let's go for Mickey D. Thank you so much again for sponsoring the video. I can't wait to listen to this, and here we go. Let's pull it up, and here we go. Mark Knopfler, one of the most influential guitar players for me. I just love his style. You know, I started to actually playing with my thumb and my finger like this. I usually use the pick, of course, but I can also grab a guitar and just play with my fingers because I loved his style and I just wanted to mimic him. And actually that solo from Sultans of Swing, I can do it with the pick, but it's easier when I play with my thumb and index finger. All right, so here we go. This is called Telegraph Road, Dire Straits, and the album is Love Over Gold from 82. Here we go. Thank you so much, Mickey D. Let's enjoy. He's gonna come in with one of those beautiful lines he plays.
came a man on a track, walking 30 miles with a sack on his back. And he put down his load where he thought it was the best, made a home in the wilderness. Built a cabin and a winter store, and he plowed up the ground by the cold lake shore. The other travelers came walking down the track, and they never went further, no, they never went back. Then came the churches, then came the schools, then came the lawyers, then came the roads, then came the trains and the trucks with their load, and the dirty old track. It was the Telegraph Road. Then came the mines, then came the ore, then there was a hard times, then there was a war. Telegraph sang a song about the world outside. Telegraph Road got so deep and so wide, like a rolling river. And my radio says tonight it's gonna freeze.
Wow, like Mark Knopfler has such a warm tone and such a recognizable sound. It's just amazing. I love how he plays. He has the right amount of legato and the right amount of just like, I don't know, it's something about his tone that I just love. And I'm wearing a Steely Dan t-shirt, of course, and I can't just, I'm so bummed that on Gaucho they really underused him like completely in Time Out of Mind. I don't know. I mean, he got paid like $1 million, which was just amazing. But and they recorded like 24 hours of footage of like audio, and they used like 2 minutes. That's when you see how complex Donald Fagen is. And I don't know if Walter had anything to do with that decision, but and they also were kind of on his case because he doesn't read music. I mean, I'm like, it's a weird thing that I read music and I am a guitar player, but I don't know why they would kind of like put him in a different category, because he's such a good player, but since he couldn't read the charts, he was kind of doomed from the start, you know? So yeah, I mean, that's just Donald Fagen, you know, and perfectionism. But I mean, I think he should have deserved to shine more on that track, you know, Time Out of Mind. But well, you know, what can you do? I do still love the track, and I love Steely Dan to death because they are such perfectionists. But back to the track, this is wonderful. I love everything. It sounds very much like, now that I've heard more music and I've expanded my horizons, it reminds me a little bit of like Bruce Springsteen a little bit, you know, the whole picture, you know, the whole, there's a lot of piano and there's a lot of fill that is very beautiful. Not orchestration, but there's a lot of instruments, and I love his raspy voice. He always sounds like he's hungover and he just smoked like a pack of cigarettes before recording. But that's Mark Knopfler's voice, you know, that's his style. He always sounds like he's drunk. I love that on his first album, you know, like in the gallery. It's like I just love him. Okay, let's continue. And this is great song. I love that it's over. It's like 14 minutes long. Let's go.
And my radio says tonight it's gonna freeze. People driving home from the factories. 6 lanes of traffic, 3 lanes moving slow. But they shut it down. I got a right to go to work, but there's no work here to be found. Yes, and they say we're gonna have to pay what's owed. We're gonna have to reap from some seed that's been sowed. And the birds up on the wires and the telegraph poles, they can always fly away from this rain and this cold. You can hear them singing out the telegraph code all the way down the telegraph road.
Just that guitar is so...
Well, I'd sooner forget, but I remember those nights. Yeah, life was just a bet on a race between the lights. You had your head on my shoulder, you had your hand in my hair. Now you act a little cold, like you don't seem to care. But just believe in me, baby, and I'll take you away from out of this darkness and into the day. From these rivers of headlights, these rivers of rain, from the anger that lives on the streets with these names. As I run every red light on memory lane, I see desperation explode into flames. And I don't wanna see it sorry, but we're closed all the way. Down the Telegraph Road.
Wow. Amazing, just amazing. I mean, what could have been is just insane. What could have been. But I'm happy that I'm, expanding my horizons here a little bit with Dire Straits. I'm such a huge fan of the first album that I just didn't want to move forward. I was at a happy place. I love his style so much. And also there was no way to buy any other Dire Straits. And then when we finally had the opportunity to download and use like LimeWire or Morpheus or Napster and all that stuff, I'd already moved on a little bit, and then I got back to it with Alexia, and we were just fixated on that first album, because um I don't know. I love this. The only thing I have to critique a little bit, the sound sometimes was a little bit too loud. Like it would overshadow his vocals and his guitar. The whole, layer on top. I think maybe the drums or the distortion in the back, the second guitar was a little bit too loud, or it's just me in my headset. But overall, beautiful song. I love his sound so much. It has such a like a western guitar sound to, like almost like a cowboyish, like he's constantly using the slide, but he's not. It's just his tone and the way he plays. I don't know if you've seen him play live, but he's just insane. The way he plays rhythm, like almost like a flamenco guitar player. It's insane. That's how he get that in Sultans, phenomenal guy. One of my favorite guitar players. The sound is just so recognizable. It's like Santana or like David Gilmour. You instantly know it's Mark Knopfler. That's when I heard like Time Out of Mind for the first time. I was like, that sounds like Mark Knopfler. And then people told me, no, that is Mark Knopfler on that track. So wonderful. Thank you, Mickey D. This was great. I'm definitely gonna, extend my horizons a little bit more with Dire Straits, because I do love them. I mean, I've listened to them for the most part of my life. That first album is just like, for me, like Dark Side of the Moon. It's just like one of those albums that I've heard hundreds of times. So this was a treat. Thank you so much for requesting this song. Definitely going on the playlist right now. I'm going to send it to Alexia. Maybe she can listen to it in one of her breaks, because she loves Mark and his playing and his singing, and we just love the guy. So thank you so much for doing this, for sponsoring this video. I had a great time. I hope everybody enjoyed. If you do like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe. We love you guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care.